The Rock wants Cody Rhodes to sell his soul. Word on the streets is Vince McMahon might start another wrestling promotion. We got a lot to talk about, but first, I want to introduce our special guest. He is an author, he is a professional wrestling creator. You could check out his YouTube channel at Expert Level Wrestling Podcast. Uh, we're really pleased to have the OG himself, Affy Kingdom, in the building. What's good, Affy? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here, and I like both of y'all cats. So, I want to say that, and even so, like before YouTube, you didn't really get a chance. Well, let me speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
The people that my friends, even if they're familiar with it, they don't know it like I do. So,
Mm-hmm.
withhold so many conversations, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And now YouTube, but I can have a for real talk. So people who know it like I do, it's fun, bro.
It really
Yeah.
is. It
It is
really
fun.
is.
Yeah.
With the everybody has their own unique psychology to pick apart the game of pro wrestling. It's a blast. But thank you for being here. Let's get right into it, man. Like, let's start with Cody Rhodes and The Rock. The Rock throws a nice little wrinkle into the road to WrestleMania. So a lot of the internet haters are gonna say that he's ruining the build, but I think he's added a lot of interest. OG, what do you think about this Cody Rhodes selling his soul, and what do you think's the realistic and most interesting outcome of this with The Rock and Cody Rhodes and his match at WrestleMania?
Man, I absolutely love it.
I love it.
I think that The Rock be watching my content and he don't know who it is because I'm the one that brought the soul shit to YouTube.
Hmm.
What nobody talking that layer of of submission. People talk about submission of submission. So him saying that meant a lot more than what meets the eye. Like, so it sounds cool, whatever, but see, we finna get deep. So it's like
Hmm.
it's not, it's more than just him siding with with someone. It's a layer of character. Like, are you willing to taint your character?
Hmm.
Mhm.
He's already on top. I mean, look at his intros. Take 10 minutes. All the pyro on regular shows.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
spend
dude.
1,000 per show on his ass. Like he ain't gonna
Hmm.
drop that title one time soon. So, but especially for adults, we know what that means. Like because it's not like John Cena saying it. Like The Rock, John Cena could actually take up on that because John Cena's a star, but he can be a bigger star fucking with The Rock. All Rock gotta do is be like, put him in a movie that makes him a star and advances the storyline at the same time.
Hmm.
Yes.
So then boom. So just imagine The Rock as a new hero, whatever, you know how they have spot, just different variations. So he's a new hero and John Cena's the villain. That put him because he's been in major movies, but he hasn't been the star of a major
Mm-hmm.
movie. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that'll put him. Then they come to Raw and get to talk about it and shit.
Hmm.
So just like Cody Rhodes, so just boom. Now all of a sudden he's on red carpets and shit like that. And then and the thing I like though is that it doesn't have to happen today. It can be a tease where it doesn't happen. And then we're like, oh, but really what The Rock gave him is a heel cash in, money in the bank. Because he can get
Mm.
fed up at any time. He can get his ass jumped one day and be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. It doesn't have to happen today. So him just dropping that seed and then for the older cats, we get the connection because he was in the same position as Cody.
Yeah,
Yes.
See
yeah.
that
Yes.
if you don't know that part, then you're missing. It's like you're being half entertained if you
Yeah,
don't know that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
So I
Yes.
got
Yes.
and so it's like not only am I in position, I know your position. You see what I'm saying? It's not it's a
Mm-hmm.
big Hollywood star. That's when he's been in the same exact storyline, but now he's evolved, and it's not just like it's Triple A. I mean, it's like Shawn Michaels, like because Shawn Michaels, he's running some shit technically, but I mean, he's what is he gonna book up a star on NXT? He'll be a star on NXT if you go over there or not. He doesn't need Shawn Michaels booking, right?
Right. Right.
Star over there. So, but The Rock can put that cat in positions. He'll be having Lucky Charm fucking commercials and doing
Yes.
animated flicks. So
Yes.
it's a real temptation. The temptation makes it real because it's like, okay, do I want to be at the top of wrestling, or do I want to say fuck the fans and be on top of the world? And that's some shit. And I like that they're teasing how much they talk because that's the psychology of wrestling that people missing because storyline thing would say he would get the ultimatum, and then we see him on the pay per view. We wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
get all that in shit because if Cody is Mr. Captain America, I love the fans. He's supposed to just shut the shit down.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But the fact that it's even like, the only swerve he could do is be like, I wasn't gonna fuck with that shit anyway. Fuck you. If he don't do that, he'll eventually turn. Sorry, but this is the because this my niche right here, bro. Because it's
Right.
because I
Right.
understand manipulation
I love it.
in
No,
this.
I love everything you just said. That was well said. Sammy, you got anything?
Yeah. Yeah. So OG. Also, another question is, I just asked Dave this not too long ago. Pretty much, what are your chances, and how upset would you be if, all in all, at the end of this, it doesn't come down to a one-on-one match or something? It don't have to be at WrestleMania. It don't gotta be, anytime soon. But at the end of this, what do you feel like after?
With the Rock and Cody.
Yes.
Uh, you know what? That I feel like if that happens anytime this year, it'll be good. So it ain't like we don't want to see it. But they can't prolong the shit till next. You know how like
Exactly.
even Rock and Roman Reigns, we lost interest. But there's a gap for it. It ain't if it happened, don't happen at WrestleMania. SummerSlam come on, it's supposed to be Wrestle. No, I'm watching that shit for SummerSlam too. And if it's Survivor Series, I'm gonna
Exactly.
watch the shit too. So, but don't have the shit for next year's Survivor Series and be like
Yeah,
dream match, bro.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
like just like John Cena, like John Cena it's sad to say like he's not that physical specimen he was, so I can't I wouldn't want
Oh,
a
come
rock.
on, Ogito.
It's true. It's
Look at how
true.
John
It's
Cena
true.
looked when he fought the Rock. He looks like he need to put on some weight. Then I mean, it ain't, you know what? It's not like he can't do that. So let me say that he need to bulk up or something because he's already looking old. So when you're looking older and then you lose weight, it's like an old frail combo. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it
get
is.
bigger, then you
It is.
older and bigger and shit. Like I can't think of nobody, but there's a couple of cats like the
You
fucking
can see the deterioration.
yeah, like what's the cat name who used to do the groovy shit, the Austin Power shit? What you call it? Yeah, baby.
Oh,
And he used to
Mike
come.
Myers.
No, he
Mike
used to come.
Myers.
He used to come with the group and shit. Braun Strowman was it? He had a whole group with him. Uh, he's like an Australian kind of cat, and he used to come. He was like a
Talking about
he was a
Adam Rose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Rose when he quit. If you Google him now, Google him like he's big now and he's
Yeah,
older,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
looks intimidating though. So the older plus the big makes intimidation
Mm-hmm.
versus the yeah. So yeah, I would be disappointed if it don't happen this year.
Yeah, I'll
You
be
know,
disappointed. At least it
Right.
has
Because
to happen sometime this year.
one thing I want to say about
yes,
Cena, I'm praying to God that they change. It's like I don't give a fuck how they book him at this point. I want to see a different version of Cena. Something. Even like just Seth Rollins. Like just imagine if Seth Rollins never he stayed. Remember when he was with the AOP and he was like the Messiah? What if he stayed like that? The song made him change. So it's like, and now people like what he do. So there's some shit that Cena got that ain't nobody seen that he can do. I don't know. He has to. He doesn't even have to turn heel. Just come with like regular fits. Just something other than these jeans. Like that shit worked when you was in your 30s. We know if I'm finna be 45, he got to be 50. I don't know how old he is. So it's like
he's
the
close.
blouse
He close.
shirt, the hat, and the jean shorts. Let's grow the fuck up, bro, and just come out there on some regular shit. I don't get. Just think about it. If John Cena came out to the ring with a tracksuit on, wouldn't it look weird? That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
accustomed to his uniform we are in. It would look funny if he just had on a Nike sweatsuit.
yeah.
But other, you know what I mean?
OG,
Yeah,
but OG, don't you think that because it's his last year, it's his last tour, don't you think that would make a lot of the fans upset that they're not getting what they seen 20 years ago?
it really don't matter. That's the whole point because it's like it's his last year, so he's not the guy who's selling the pay per views no more. He's not the number one merch shit so no more. Even if he turns heel later on when he comes back and shit, well, they'll still love him unless he do some racist shit like Hulk Hogan. Then that's different.
that's real. That's real
Right,
though. That's real.
right.
OG,
Oh yeah,
you saying you want to change in Cena? Let me throw this at you. Oh, that's a dope ass
original
belt.
dude now.
That's a
You already
vintage
know.
ass
Oh,
belt.
you got the original.
Yo,
You got
I
the
ain't never
original.
seen someone with that
You
belt
got the
before,
original joint.
dog. Yeah, that's a fire belt, dog. Ain't
That's
that
how
like
we
the
go. That's how I'm gonna do this thing.
WWF belt?
Yep.
I'm going to
Yep.
go to AEW today, so I'm gonna show y'all the international championship on my
It's
lap.
kind of
But
fire
guess
looking.
what? Some of y'all don't even know that belt right there is really this belt, the original North American Championship. You see the see the
Ah,
see it's the same belt.
was the original
Yep.
North American in the NWA?
No, this is the A. This is the Mid South. This is
Oh, Mid
Von
South
Erich
Mid-South
shit.
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
This is the belt. This is the belt that what's the nigga name? Magnum TA made famous.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Damn, OG, you got mad belts,
And
bro.
Von Erich. Yeah.
OG, you were saying
I'm
I
just
want to go piggyback to what you were saying. You say you want to change in John Cena, and I don't blame you. What I was thinking, if Cody doesn't sell his soul to The Rock, can you see a world where Cena sells his soul to The Rock to get that
yep.
record 17th? Is that realistic to you?
Now that we talking about it, that's what fucking needs to happen.
That's what
I
needs to
already, bro,
happen.
I already booked this shit already. The only difference is a little bit of difference. I made a video about a year ago, and I said that I want a new NWO TKO 2.0 with see, but this is when I said this when Hollywood Rock, not Hollywood Rock, Final Boss Rock, because it has to be that version of him.
Yeah,
If it
yeah,
wasn't that version, the whole thing wouldn't work.
yeah.
So Final Boss Rock with a heel Cena and then a Batista come together, and that'll shut shit down, and they
That
can
would
flex
be
on the whole
fire,
shit.
though. That would be crazy.
Yep, I made the video. So yeah, so that's how Cena need to, but he don't need to do it. He don't need to do it. It doesn't have to be like uh, Cody Rhodes turned down, and then John Cena just hit the music. It don't got to happen that fast. You know what I mean? We can get a regular version of Cena on this pay per view. That's how I think he should actually win the chamber
Mm-hmm.
because that'll enhance it. Like if he just takes the nah, no, I take that back. Because if he wins and then he takes the offer, it's kind of like I didn't even need it. I just did it because I wanted to do it. Versus I'm just doing it to be in position. But now that I'm thinking that would put him over his heel more if he did it because he, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck that. You know, come in like, oh, you know, I'm gonna fuck with you. We got our history, woo, woo, woo. And The Rock be like, because you know, The Rock, how he's buying Cody shit, that'll be the way to change his style and shit. You know, like,
Yeah, yeah.
come on, champ, bro, you gotta come with the Versace's. And you trying to
Yep.
see it with the Versace shit,
Yep.
bro?
Yep.
Crazy.
I could see
And
it.
he'll fuck
I
around
could
and get
see.
over because people will love it because he knows how to talk the talk. And at first it'll be like, what the fuck, the shock of it. But come on, let's just be realistic. Both of you cats. You mean to tell me we talked about the physical shit and all of that. You don't think John? I mean, that's like the biggest thing, bro. You don't think John Cena it will get over as a heel?
Oh
It'll
yeah.
be.
Hell yeah.
He could make
I'm
it
just
work.
thinking about it right now. If he turned heel, it'll be epic heel. Without he like how the New Day didn't do shit, but it was over. Like it'd be like it wouldn't even have to be because of his killer promos. Just him doing that would have just. It'd literally be Hulk Hogan part two.
Yeah. It'll be big. It
He could
it will
make it
get the
work.
world talking. I listen.
You know, another angle could be.
I would rather have
Oh, go ahead.
John Cena turn than Cody turn because what back in the day when Cena was a full timer, they always gave the reason that they didn't want their number one merc seller to turn, and they didn't want their golden goose to turn. But now he's not that anymore. Cody's doing that, so you have the perfect opportunity to do it in his last year, in my opinion. Um, but Elimination Chambers, obviously, by the time this is up, is gonna the results are gonna be there. Um, Based off the card, Afi, you if you think Cena should win, right? Where would you put CM Punk and Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania? Well, they need something significant. Where would you place them?
Everybody you just said, just give them some heavy spots for replays. CM Punk is next up. Not saying he's not the guy, but it's like in wrestling, you can only focus on so many guys. So he's a
Yeah, yeah,
top guy. He just don't have a top storyline going. But he's, when the storyline shifts, just how like remember how Judgment Day was the most important storyline for a little while. Now, not so much.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
all they gotta do is shift the focus. He doesn't have to get over at all. Like there's nothing that CM Punk can do at this point to get him more over as a wrestler in the wrestling community.
that's
He's
true.
already now he can do a movie or some shit and get that type of. But other than wrestling, there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
I mean, that's how you look at it, bro. This is how I rate stars, bro. And y'all can take this hack for yourself. If you get a star, where does he position if he moves to another company? That tells you how big the star is.
Yeah,
So if Damon Priest goes to TNA, he should go to the top of the card, but it's not automatic though.
it's not.
It's not automatic. No, it's
CM
not.
Punk, there ain't nothing.
No question.
The top, whoever, it don't matter who the champion is. He
Mm-hmm.
just goes there. Even Drew, they would do it, but they could not do it, but they would do it though. Drew would
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
because why the fuck not? He know how to fight. He got a history. He got championship leverage, and he won the Royal Rumble, and he got a
Mm-hmm.
mouthpiece. Why would you put him anywhere else? But then again, look how they did Edge. So you would assume that you would assume Edge would get that treatment, but maybe maybe they had different plans for him when he got injured. But he would seem like a guy that they would just automatic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was automatic TNT. I was kind of surprised it wasn't automatic world.
Right. Right. Me too.
Just like then flip it, MJF, he ain't automatically going to the top of the card in WWE.
No
bro.
way.
They
No
could,
No way. No way.
they could though. They could, but it would be on a level how Jericho. You see, remember Jericho came? It's like they push him
Yeah,
to the top of the card, but he ain't at the top of the card.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I feel that.
But
Yeah.
Sammy, where do you think you place, depending on who wins, where do you place Punk, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre for Mania? Do you anticipate maybe one of them facing each other, like Punk and Logan Paul?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the seeds has already been really rooted in for Logan Paul and CM Punk to have like a good grudge match. So I think you can have them go off and do that. But the funny thing is Drew, because I actually feel bad for the man because I don't know what's left over for him.
Yeah.
I really don't know, and it sucks too because he's been performing from start to finish, from year to year, from end to end. So that's really the only thing that I can't really find something for him because what's a good baby face
Mm-hmm.
that can really stall him out? I don't
Yeah.
see it.
It's tough. It is tough. I
when I
mean,
when I just real quick when I watched Raw, SmackDown, I did like that they touched on the history because remember when they was in the ring the first time, I was like to myself, why they don't touch on the fact that they was tag team champions? Even if to me,
Mhm.
even if you don't have to emphasize on it, but you still should throw out them Easter eggs for the long term watchers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't just shit. You know what I'm saying? So the promo they had when everybody was shooting, they shot at him and shit. And he
Yeah.
was like, "We were low on the card." I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm glad he brought it up this time." And it should be brought up some more because it wasn't just like they were just in wrestling at a certain level of the card. They were the tag team champs, so they had
Yeah.
whole
Right.
angles. They rode together. You can manufacture hella stories and shit that we ain't knew about. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Y'all don't feel like Drew McIntyre is a very dark horse to win it tonight?
Nah. No
Look at
chance.
it.
I think
Look at
I
it,
think a very dark
I
horse.
see no chance.
I see a chance.
bro. Let me give you an example. They could cut a promo or whatever.
You can't see Drew being the Rock's corporate champion. It's just something to think about too, bro.
No.
He
No.
got the
And
look.
he was the chosen one too.
Exactly. Think about it. Think about it. And
I already had
The Rock was dapping him up and talking to him in the parking lot,
Yeah.
whispering in his
Yeah.
ear at the Raw on Netflix.
No,
It's
yeah, but
something
you
to
guys
think
don't
about.
think he's missing like that mainstream factor to him.
That Rock will bring him there. I'm just
I
saying
think
I can see him.
I think Rock wants somebody that's already there. Like a Cody, like a Cena, like a Punk. Somebody who's already like looked at like
I
that.
feel like Punk would be the weirdest corporate champion if it would be weird. He could pull it off, but it would be weird.
but he
He don't
don't
need
need
that.
it.
Because he's
Look,
usually the guy that bucks the tradition, right? Let's think about it.
right. He don't need it. Plus, it don't fit his vibe as far as he don't want to be like a role model and then the superstar and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
take pride. He don't take pride in his faceness the
He
way
don't look
Cody
good
do.
in a suit like the rest of those guys.
so you guys don't think it would work if he tried?
I think he could pull it off.
If he tried to just switch it up, cover up his tattoos,
I think he
be
could
like,
pull it. He could pull it off.
you know what I mean? Be the guy who actually follows rules.
Let me make a good point, and I know y'all agree with this. This is for you wrestler Dick Ryder bandwagon cats. It's a good fucking time to be watching wrestling. We can have this conversation,
Real
and
talk.
it makes
Yeah.
sense for that many people. The fact that we got to figure it out, that means that there's a lot of stars now. Because
Exactly.
sometimes
Exactly.
in wrestling,
Yeah.
there's like two guys. So the fact that because it would make sense, because CM Punk can pull it up. If Joe McIntyre and all these other guys, then yeah. But now it's like these other guys may need it more, and they're already there. So it's just a good place to be. That is that many level main event players
Mm-hmm.
going on. What I was gonna say before too, like with Cody and Drew, bro, they can just do some. They could just do a heavy angle, like let's say heel. Let's say this is later on down the line. We got a heel corporate champ, and Cody's drinking and stressing out or some shit. Drew McIntyre got the secret,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, I slept with Brandy. We could just go there with it.
Wow.
Nobody knows.
They do start gotta involve her in storyline.
You guys are trying to y'all trying to get attitude error with
They
it.
gotta involve her in storyline, man.
Y'all trying to get attitude error with it. That's a
I
little
swear to
spicy.
God, I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but my wife just left me, so now no holds barred. Now I'm letting out all this. And if
Wow.
I hand over the championship, I'm gonna tell the more secrets, and you know what I'm talking about. Heat, Angle, Stars, all of it. WWE didn't need the Brooklyn job.
Yeah.
You trying to get too spicy, OG. You trying to get too spicy with it, man.
Netflix content.
You're right, though. It is legal now. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I want to say this too. I'm disappointed in Netflix. I mean, now don't get me wrong. The Netflix shows have been good, but I thought they would take more advantage of it as far as pushing the line. Like I thought it was going to be like, you know how they can have like, on Netflix they do sex scenes, cuss. So I thought it was going to
Oh
be. I
yeah.
thought they was going to be something. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be, attitude era as far as like more like sexual type since they had the Netflix. And
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that they ain't pulling none of that in there.
I knew they
It's
wasn't. I
still
knew they
early.
wasn't.
I thought it was automatic. I thought that was like a part of the thing. Like I thought in my mind, it was just like they're thinking now we can really go in. So that's what I was thinking.
But you
From
know
that,
why? You know why I know they wasn't gonna go that far because they still want to keep their connections. People like ESPN called them. You see Triple H on there all the time, making his random appearances. Announcing Michelle for the Hall of Fame and all that. Like they want to still be able to bleed into that when it's time to promote. So I knew they wasn't gonna go that far.
Yeah. For me, I was expecting it. Like I thought they was gonna be. Hey, real quick,
I want it
this shit
though.
was kind of real quick from last night, SmackDown. I think Damon he was dropping the ass shit too much. I was like, first, he's trying to say, you cuss and drop bombs, but it's just like, some your ass, some ass. It's like, okay, bro, what's the point? You keep saying the same cuss word over again. It ain't sounding authentic after the ninth time you say ass. Y'all didn't realize y'all didn't peep that when they had the whole group of
Yeah.
them.
Nah, I
Watch
peeped that. I thought that was a dope promo segment.
Y'all don't
some
think he
ass.
needs a tune? Y'all don't think he needs a tune up?
Yeah, he do.
I think he needs a tune up in the sense of new ring. He needs new ring gear, new
Yeah.
entrance,
Yes.
so new shit like that. He needs a makeover.
Yes.
I like his music though.
You fuck with his
Maybe
music?
I like his music, but
I
maybe
don't. I
remix.
don't love his music.
Yeah, me neither. I think he needs to add a little
He
more
needs
to it.
something that's a little cooler, like
Yeah.
that pops a little bit more. But I like Damien, man. He's a good wrestler.
He has star written on him.
He
But
has he has good presence.
yeah. But I think he needs to add something to the tank, or he just needs to kind of make himself over a little bit.
Yeah, I
One or
agree
the
with
other.
that. Yo, OG, I gotta get your opinion on this, man. You hear the rumors of Vince maybe trying to start a wrestling company with
They better be
Fox. Do
scared,
you
Davis.
do you see this happening? And would you like to see it just to see the wrestling world shake some shit up? Well, I would love to see it.
Hold on, real quick. Let me get this one thing off real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm just like that. So with Damien, bro, the problem with him is it was good when he was a heel and organically turned face. But now they're making him do face shit. And that's where they fucked him up at. Just let him come out and let people just like him and him doing his regular shit. Because what's happening,
Yeah,
he's good on the mic, but just like last night was a perfect example. It's like the more he talks, the more it's like he need a little bit of practice.
yeah,
Like when
yeah,
he talks in small increments, it hit. But when he has long dialogue, sometimes like
yeah.
was like you let these because you can't because it's like you cannot you're good, bro, but you cannot be on the stage as Drew fucking
CM
Cena.
Punk, yeah, Seth
Yeah,
Rollins,
yeah, yeah.
Like, bro, that's gonna expose you.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
expose you. But all of them, you're gonna look the weakest, bro.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He
Though
did.
it was something he said about look at you when Drew was sitting down. That was a good little laugh right there, and he was just like, yeah, and he was sitting down Indian style. So that was a good little pop. Like, look at you. You say I ain't got no exception with him. Look how you sitting. And so that was good. But other than that, they needed to cut his little dialogue down 30%.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I had that was too much to hold back right there. It's just no, because it was on my tongue. I can't say I can't swift. It was just right
Nah,
there.
cook.
This I hope that he does, bro.
I hope so.
Because the thing is too, look how easy you know how easy it is for him to build a roster.
Yeah, it
People are
is.
over there, bro.
Yep.
So he getting everybody who was like, damn, they should he can get all of them, and
Mm-hmm.
he gonna. But then at the same time, it's gonna be good because he can't have the ego that he had because he's starting fresh, and he
Yeah.
gonna life gonna teach him that. So he can't go about being hella selective and shit. You start from zero now though, so you gotta have a roster for niggas to like beef and shit, right? You just can't pick. I like he's a body guy. He's a body guy. Well, you got three characters, bro. Where's the rest? You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to grab it and shit. And
I
man,
feel
I
like
hope so.
I feel like building a roster might be the hardest part because who's available? You feel me?
He'll
Like
make him available, David.
Brock. Will he sign Brock Lesnar?
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll build a whole
Yo,
unit
that
around.
might be the first signing that he would need though if he really did this. Like you
Absolutely.
sign Brock Lesnar, you'll have
yeah,
the
like
world's attention.
Like how Jericho and AEW, the same vibe,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
automatically. I was disappointed that Shane didn't get. I think that would have been a boss move. Shane would have put AEW in position, I think. But
I wanted to
from what
talk
I
about
heard,
that too.
I
Yeah,
heard it, I heard that was Tony Khan's fault.
Word on the
No,
streets.
they said
Word on
he
the
was
streets
asking
is
for
Tony
it.
Khan laughed it off and didn't take him seriously.
Yeah.
They said he was asking for a lot of shit. From what I heard,
He
he
was
was
he was
asking for like
asking
state.
he was asking for equity.
Yeah, but you gotta give that to Shane. If you gotta give that to Shane.
Yeah, I'll give him equity. Yeah.
Shane ain't no idiot.
That I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't think I would give because yeah, it's like I'm a Shane Mark, so I'm gonna say 75% he would put A and W in position. But if
Mm-hmm.
I'm a person like Tony, I can't necessarily just give a cat equity in my company he ain't helped build, nor is it guaranteed to pop even more.
That's cool. That's fair.
I don't know,
But
OG.
I think Shane McMahon will take that company a step up from where they are.
But a couple steps, a
Yeah.
few steps. Shane, now because Shane got the brain power that Vince McMahon has, and he's not as full of himself as Vince McMahon.
This is the thing though, bro. We gotta understand this. AEW watchers are different type of watchers than WWE watchers. So we watch it all. They might not, they'll get it at first, like, oh, we got big money coming, but they might not get it the same. I don't know. It may not mean as much to AEW fans as we think as WWE fans.
But see, OG, that's the thing. We gotta make them get it. We gotta kind of do something to make them understand it, to make them get it. Because if they stay in that box forever, then look where it's gonna end up. It's not ending
The,
up good right now.
the main reason too I was banking on Shane is because people don't be understanding. It's just like basketball, wrestling, and everything.
Yes.
Just because they're fun don't mean they hella close and shit, bro. Don't assume that. Like,
No.
so he
Yeah.
fucking hate his guts, so he might be like, I'm gonna
Mhm.
show my father he thought I wasn't good enough. I'm gonna.
Exactly.
So he had that behind him because people were
I
like,
think
oh,
that was his, I think that was
oh,
his plan. That was his plan.
that don't mean they cool and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that I think wrestling is missing. I'm gonna write this in my wrestling with reality book that I'm working on.
Word.
Is they need to like add more realism to wrestling as far as every beef doesn't have to be in storyline. The storylines are just like the segments and shit that we have, the out of stage shit and the promos and shit. But like some just at work, some niggas you just don't like and you want to fight, and that's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they don't have to
Absolutely.
just like you come out there. I don't really like you. I don't like the way you be looking at me in the back, nigga. Let's meet.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? Just
Mm-hmm.
regular, not fucking you stab me in the back or you toss me and just like no, just some people and some feuds don't need to have to even go on forever. Just like I want to smoke with you, bro, and
It,
that's it. Or
it,
just like me, Black Book, be like just the champion. Just people want to fight him just because they're the champion. Like if you got going up against a champion, y'all don't have to build too much dialogue. It's just like boxing. Like they don't have history.
mm-hmm.
I just want that. That's the
Word.
history.
Word.
I want this. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't have to have these intertwined things and shit going on all the
Yeah.
time.
Sometimes you gotta keep it simple. Yeah.
Yeah. And get back to what we was just talking about, OG. I think since COVID, that whole McMahon family has been divided between
Yeah.
Stephanie, Hunter, Shane, Vince. I think everybody's been kind of having their own beliefs, their own agendas, their own paths that they
This,
want to
this
take.
is why we need Vince to start a company and
Yeah.
Shane to link up with
And
AEW so they can all be battling. That
and
would be
Dave,
good for the industry.
Dave, what have I been saying? What have I been saying the last few months? Hashtag let's bring Vince McMahon back. Let's get him back because we need some of his booking and his style in this new era to see what it could really do.
Yeah.
I got a question for both of y'all, and now
Yeah.
because I'm a thinker, so because I'm really interested. I really, really, really hope. And even though he lost a lot of money, he still got a lot of money.
A lot of them
Yeah.
sold a
So
lot
I
of things.
want to hear from both of y'all. Like, what does a Vince McMahon after all the allegations and just on his tippy toes? What does a from scratch Vince McMahon product look like to y'all?
That's a good question, bro. That's a
I podcast too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Mm-hmm.
question.
I'm trying to visualize like what angle, how would it like what was that that's one thing that I like. That one thing I love about AEW is it I don't know how that even happens, but it really has a WCW vibe.
You
Not even
know
on the
what?
level like the sound, all of that. So I'm just saying. So Vince started some fresh scratch. What does
Mm-hmm.
that look?
And I think Vince is somebody that's smart, right? He's not gonna try to start it off the way Tony started off, like, oh, we gonna be in the big leagues. We gonna be better than them. We gonna Vince is gonna play this like a marathon. He gonna start off small, creep, 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 creep. Be like the underdog, like kind of like a ECW. Be the people that were the third wheel, were they in place, and then
Is he going
has a few years keeps
back?
going, has a few years keeps
Going
going,
back?
he gonna make his statements.
Is he going back raunchy or is he keeping it more clean because of
I
what he
think he
just
go. I think he'll go back. I think he'll go back raunchy. I
I
think he'll
don't
be
think I
destructive.
don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think
what does he have to lose right now, David? He lost
NXT level?
everything.
Are we talking NXT, TNA, or AEW level? Starting out.
Man, I think he could. I think he could show AEW really how to do it.
he'll need some he'll need
I think
well,
he could
think
show
about it.
AEW
He'll
really how to
need
get
it.
it done.
He'll need a creative staff. He'll need some wrestlers.
Because you can't out PG WWE. You can't.
All
You
right,
can't.
this is how we can do it, y'all. So boom. I just came to the conclusion now. So who are his top 6 stars? Because
Right.
we so
That's
that's so
tough.
let's look that. Who are his top 6 stars? Because that's what you and then build around that. Maybe what's the roster? 30 is good enough.
Probably
That's
yeah.
solid. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably yeah.
So we got 4, we got 2 people for the main and 4 people for the undercard, like secondary. So who y'all got? Who is he starting this shit around? We said I think we all agree on Brock.
Let's say
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
I think are the Hardys signed to TNA or do they are they still lobbying for a job?
This sign for TNA.
They signed for this?
Yeah.
You think
Okay,
it's
so I
nah?
know I know Alberto Del Rio's still available.
That's a bad pickup.
He could
he
be in the
is
mid
out
card.
there.
He could be in the mid card, Dave. He could be in the mid card.
That's a bad pickup. Bro, there's not a lot of people out there. I'm trying to think of who got released.
You know what? That's a good pickup though because he has a lot of world titles and shit, and
He
And
has
he
he doesn't.
he has
and he could be in the
credentials.
mid card, OG. He could be in the mid card.
But I'm saying him at the mid card is maxing out the mid card. Like that's a good guy. He gonna put on 5-star matches. The promo's gonna be good. He got Mexican champ, all that shit. So he's good to like on the universal shit. They can be doing shit with AAA. That could be they to go to. You know how AEW got ROH in Japan now TNA. So that can because I think everybody needs to go to now. So yeah,
Yeah.
I say the Alberto. Who else? But but who would he go up against? Who's on this same level that he could actually get though?
That's tough. I think because I think he's gonna have to knock on the
Or
door
create
like
somebody. I don't think he can just create somebody though
You
to
think
go.
you think Vince pick up Rusev?
yeah.
That's it. Pretty good for the mid card.
I mean, let's keep it real though. Last time Rusev looked really really good was when Vince McMahon was still booked.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2, and then we got 2 slots. So then what's the main event slot though?
Didn't 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 Malachi Black got released too?
He about to come to WWE. I could sense it.
I don't see him being strong in events as a top though.
Who's out there? That's a good question though. Who's a free agent that you could see sliding in the main event in a new company? It's hard to think about.
But think about guys that's underutilized too though.
Yeah.
Guys that's underutilized that go over there.
Yo, most people don't talk about him. I think he's still at NWA, but I could see a situation where I could see him being a Vince guy. You remember EC3 back in when he was in WWE? I could see him being a Vince guy, bro.
Yeah.
Got the body.
I don't see it.
Got the body, yo.
He would his run was too weak.
Chris Masters.
I mean, he had what it took, but Vince didn't see it. Like he booked him super weak, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He
If
did.
he liked him like that, he would have been in a way better position. I don't know. That's a good. I like good questions though, because I'm a ponder on it and shit.
Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna think about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
have
gonna think about the Psalm night.
once you
My,
got your two top guys though, then you good.
you would need somebody to start off with Brock, but that's somebody I'd have to think about that. Like it would have to be a baby face that people could buy into.
mm, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You think you can create somebody organically and
I
push them?
think he can. I think he can.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it would
think he
have to be
can.
the right person.
Because this is Vince McMahon with his back to the wall. We got to think about it. We haven't seen Vince McMahon with his back to the wall in a very, very, very long time. He's always been the king who had everything. That's part of the reason why his booking started getting so weak.
I was gonna say Omos, but I'm taking it back.
Yeah, I think he's still signed, but
Yeah,
maybe if he was a free agent, I think Vince would present him better than Triple H.
I think he would
Honestly,
too.
he
I
would
think he
get
would too.
something out of him.
Omos can get down with Brock.
Dog, Omos has something there. They just haven't given him a reps, yo. I
Mm-hmm.
think so.
Mm-hmm.
That they gotta do something with him. Now that we bought him up, man. Dog, yo, this is hold on. This is controversial as fuck. Yo, Chris Benoit's son. They say companies always stay away from him because he's Chris Benoit's son, but he wrestles.
What about the other Fatu that's lingering around right now?
Oh, Zilla
Villa.
Fatu and Booker T's promotion.
Yeah, Vince could probably take him too.
I hear good things about him.
Instead of just letting him go to WWE, so WWE has all of them. Vince could call him.
That's it. That's it. That's it right
That's
there.
interesting.
Vince could call him.
That's not interesting. That's it, bro. No. He signs Brock Lesnar. He signs Zilla and pushes him to the moon. And Zilla is now Roman Reigns, what he wanted to be. Zilla already got the edge, but the thing is, Zilla already got a following, and he's already connected to the top wrestling. Those are his two stars. He doesn't sign Zilla. Zilla is his other guy. Brock is Zilla. Just like Brock and Roman.
Yeah.
But edgier, younger, hungrier, already popular one.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. That's
fair.
On that. So we got Brock and Zilla. So Zilla's pushed to the moon. So he's coming to the championship with 4 belts. With that kind of energy.
He already has belts too. Yeah.
That's already, so you're going to get all that in the video packages. Then we got Rusev and Alberto. They already got, and they are, they can both put on matches.
Yeah,
and with their position, everybody else, like they're kicking people's asses.
Now he just needs some women.
Yep. Kicking people's asses and cutting promo.
Yeah, he would need some women up in there. Maybe a couple tag teams. No, he got to start this wrestling company. I want the wrestling world to have options and interests like this, man. I want to see it.
How many titles? How many titles? But just 3 traditional.
I feel like Vince. Honestly, Vince could be different and be like, I have 1 world title, and I have 1 women's title, and I have 1 mid card title.
Yeah, all you need is 3.
Yeah, 3 to start off.
I'm telling you, if he really does
some tag teams,
if he really does this, AEW and WWE better fair in their boots. He's gonna put some fear in them.
Yeah. Yo,
snatch Jada apart. He can snatch Jada out of her contract. He can get.
Yeah.
Yo, we need her. We need her here, bro.
The white buff girl who just got signed.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace.
He's nice.
You done.
Yeah.
Fill in the gaps everywhere else. You know what? Let's throw in another. Let's throw in maybe I don't know. I don't know. So, any woman who could really cut really good promos who's available too.
I know this sounds crazy. Would he, for name value, would he take a Ronda Rousey even though she wasn't that great?
Take her.
You gotta take
Take
her.
her.
You gotta take her for name value.
None of this
Take
tweener
her.
shit.
You
She
gotta
needs to
take her.
fuck WWE. She needs to be booked how Brock is booked. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I just want my check.
Real
Yeah.
talk. Real
Yeah.
talk.
That's how
If
she
you
should have
if you
been.
if you get
That's
her a
how
man
she should have
if
been.
you get her a manicure, Ronda Rousey can make some noise, yo.
Right. That's how she should have been the whole time.
But
The
but
whole
she
time she
was
was in WWE.
she did write a book where she was talking shit about Vince, but I don't know if she would forgive him or whatever, but I think it would be a good look.
You know, you hate me, and I hate you too, and you're honest about it, and that's why I fuck you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound just like Vince.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll work.
That's
Bro, they say
WWE.
Vince could sell water to a well, man.
Real talk. Ronda Rousey, damn, dog. You get her like two opponents that'll hold down your women's division to start off, bro.
I was a fan of the night. Some people weren't. Her promos sucked, but I thought she had good in ring work. I
I
think she
thought she
adapted
had good
well.
in ring work too. She just suck on the mic hard.
And they could easily get her somebody. They could.
Yo, last talking point. Yeah, both of y'all. I want your gut feeling. What is the main event of WrestleMania Night 2? Well, what's the final show? We hear a lot of speculation about what maybe a triple threat, maybe a one-on-one. What do y'all think?
Go ahead. I
Oh
gotta think
man.
about that.
I'm thinking the best main event you could put is Cody versus Cena, where The Rock comes out and looks like he's gonna help Cody after, but Cena sells his soul. I'm on board with this. I'm warming up to this idea more and more. I think that's the swerve to get people talking. You're gonna have two Hollywood megastars running the company for a little while. I think that's the best thing you could do to close night two. I know a lot of people are saying put CM Punk in there for a three-way. I think that's too much. It's forced.
He can.
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
like y'all got. That's already enough star power. Share it. You know. It's like when you
Yeah.
buy one get the other bag to somewhere else. It don't need to go all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Dave, what you said, that's it. I don't. That's it. That's what I want.
That
That's what
gotta
I
be
want.
it.
So
Because it
y'all really
matches
don't
everything.
see no.
Even if he don't
Yeah.
turn, I want to see Cena do something. Grow some facial hair, like
Yeah,
even
he
like
got it.
even
He got. I'm ready for him to get really serious about this run. He
yeah.
need to change something.
Even
Y'all don't.
like notice how coffee just cutting the top of the mustache, it just changes the character a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
put a new
Y'all don't see no
put it,
possibility of Cody saying no and Rock gotta beat it out of him.
Yeah, I could see it. But I don't see what I don't. I'll be surprised if Rock has an actual match at WrestleMania. I mean,
what if they put
what if some wild shit happened and The Rock put himself in the match and it was Cody versus Rock versus Cena? Wouldn't that be some crazy shit? I don't
I'm
see
not.
that
I wouldn't be
happening.
too. I wouldn't be
what if
too shocked for that though.
what if Cody goes heel? Because yeah, he'll be the corporate champion. But what if he bring up his goons and he'll have like CM Punk and Seth Rollins heel, and that's a new faction.
I haven't thought
Then
about that.
they can get the tags and the gold and shit. They can do it to where they're just they can get the tag, they can get the mid card, and just whatever, and
I'm
just
not ready for
flex.
Cody to go heel. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I think there's a little more left in this run as a hero, but I
He
wouldn't be
need
mad at it.
I think so too because I actually think what you just said about the triple threat, Dave, might be a little more realistic. Because what if he says no at the chamber, Rock gets pissed on the build up, he got to kind of beat his ass again, and then now he just says, "All right, I'm in the match," and then during that triple threat match at WrestleMania, Cena and Rock are just jumping this dude, just getting all the heat on the world on this dude.
That's good television, man. It's good television.
And
I'm just
first,
skeptical Rock is gonna wrestle, but that's great.
I got an extra level addition to that. What I just said, those three, like Evolution, and you put Hulk Hogan in the Ric Flair position as heels.
Oh man.
Nah,
You
that
know he
would
should
that
be a
would
heel
be that
too.
would be crazy
You
though.
know he
No,
should be a heel too. The
yo,
faces, the Mount Rushmore. They'll call them Mount Rushmore.
that really would be fire though.
So
That
Hogan is never going to be over. He's never going to be over in wrestling. So guess what? Let's use that.
yeah
Let's
yeah.
use that. I said that a couple months ago, OG. I said
I
that.
hate
I
him.
said that.
I hate him. Well, let's bring him on TV and
Let's
let's
bring them
have.
on.
Yo, that
Like,
would
I
be
don't give
Yes.
a fuck. I hate y'all too. You think I give a
Let's wear
fuck
black and white again. Let's wear black and white again.
about you? The Rock is my homie. The WWE, that's my little brother now. CM Punk, that's my brother now. And who else I said? And Drew. He up next. And our up next is a multi-tam champion.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
nah that
Killer.
that that shit
Don't
would be
come
fire.
out.
That shit would be fire. Yo,
I
we threw out
would
a
have
lot
them,
of good
I would have
options
them
for
come out
them.
for
Though.
a month.
Let's call them Mount
I would
Rushmore.
have them come out for a month.
That's honestly a
Come out,
good
don't
name,
say shit for like a
Mount
month.
Rushmore. They
Mount
they
Rushmore.
all were kind of
Rock, Cena,
they were all
come on.
kind of faces of their generation of an era. That would be
Yeah.
crazy. Damn, dog. Yo, I can't wait to see what happens tonight, man. Like I'm gonna be really interested to see how it plays out. But I think I think the best and
I
most
mean, come on.
realistic, you gotta let Cena do something different.
Yeah. I agree.
At first, I used to just be like, just make Cena heel, make Cena heel, make Cena heel. At this point, it's just like, just change him, just keep him face. But I just want to see something different than what I seen in 2009. It's almost like he's just putting on his old uniform and shit. Like, nah, bro, don't you know we got new uniforms? We don't wear those same McDonald's hats and shit no more. We got a whole new. We got the sleek shit. Like,
Yeah.
with a Louis Vuitton out, something like,
Yeah.
have Batista be his, because Batista doesn't know how to do this. Have Batista be his fucking stylist. Y'all think Batista will
Yeah.
ever come back at any capacity?
I think
Nah.
I feel like I could see him coming in for like a promo maybe, but nothing crazy. I would like to see him back. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he ever works again though.
nah,
Because
he won't have a match. But
yeah, I think he was really serious about that Triple H thing. Like he wanted Triple H to be his
that was
final
the
stand.
perfect send off. The
Yeah.
perfect send off. But man,
I didn't like his last.
you didn't like that, OG?
Oh, you didn't
You
like
didn't
that?
like that?
Well,
That was a good match,
I mean,
man.
I don't want to say I don't like it. With Blue Tista, it kind of, because it didn't go like it was supposed to, because Daniel Bryan was the man at the time, so they had to shift the focus. It didn't get the energy it was supposed to. My favorite, I was actually at I think it was WrestleMania 29 in Phoenix. I was there. Excuse me, John Cena versus Hollywood Batista.
Oh, you
That
were
was some
there?
fire. When he
Okay.
highlighted shit. Yep, I was there, and that's when Randy Orton had a triple threat with Legacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Randy Orton comes back, I think they need to tease their history more too.
Oh yeah, they
Randy
gotta
Orton.
do that. He probably gonna have to
It's
get
like
his he probably gonna have to get his lick back with Kevin Owens first and then do that.
Well, the thing is, if you're not a wrestling fan like us, you don't know about the history. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody doesn't. They were in a group together.
Right.
Who watch it just can't assume because people love the product that we know that type of shit, and that type of shit is important.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
If I
Right.
mentor you, Dave, if I mentor you and you become a big star, and I become a, and then we have that you cannot skip that interaction.
Hell yeah.
Right.
There's mad history there.
Mm-hmm. Like I said before, just the road bars, the strip clubs after, you just whatever,
Yeah.
coming
It,
off
it,
for things, you stole my fucking shit. You you stole my dad's Rolex. I had the dog cam on your bitch ass. You know.
Yeah, dog. They,
in,
they
in,
got it.
in the same way they're trying to get Cena one more run. I think Randy Orton deserves one more too.
Oh, he
But
got
but
one.
I want to see
I want
Randy
him to.
Orton do it the
I
way
want him to win that fatal four way. I want him to get that when
yeah,
Roman was a champ. I
yeah,
want
and
him
I,
to
and
get
I want to see
one.
him. I want to see him do it in a way where he how he used to do it, where he used to just kick people in the head, and he was all
Yeah,
fucked up in
yeah.
the head, and he just didn't know where he had voices, and he was, you know what I mean? He was really like writing people off TV for a few weeks. Like I want to see him get back to that Randy Orton.
Yeah, I think after what Kevin did to him, we
Randy,
could transition into that Randy Orton easily. You could transition to that. I want him to bring that kick back too.
Yeah, just have people laying there, and then you don't see them for a few weeks, like they really were concussed.
Yo, OG, you there? You frozen a little bit? I think you froze for a sec.
no, my phone said something. I pushed the thing away.
My
I
bad.
said, "Damn, it made me lose my." No, not you, because I was clearing the
Oh,
notification. Uh, Damn. What was the last thing you said?
Randy Orton
What was
about
the last thing that was?
turning back into vintage Randy Orton.
Yeah, like
Punch.
like the old 08, 09 Randy Orton, where he would just kick people down and have them
He don't
laying.
look. I don't like how he looks bald faced, bro. I think this new hub version need to get a beard or some shit. He look cooler with hair. He doesn't. He looks like a
I
big
think so
baby.
too.
He's hella.
I think he looked better with facial hair.
I bet you're trying to keep your youth, but now you're looking like a big ass buff baby and shit. Like grow that mustache. Even the mustache when he was a Matt Ziegler. Even the mustache with the thing is better than just you're big and you're fucking like the Hulk, but then you have no facial hair and no. It would just make his look way better.
Right,
That size.
right,
Because when you had the facial hair, he was kind of slimmed down.
right.
But to be this size, he'll be looking like some real bodyguard type, kick you out the club if you talk shit, post up type
Yes,
of cat.
yes,
You could also you could book him as like a heavyweight, and he's never really been booked like that, but it'd give him that look to him,
yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
That's where I would
yo,
go.
I know OG got some shows to get to a little later. We're at the hour mark pretty much, but yo, thank you, Afi, for coming through and chopping it up. We can do this anytime schedules line up. Do you want to plug your channel or anything else you got coming up?
Yeah, just subscribe to my channel, Expo Level Wrestling, and follow me on Instagram with the same name, Expo Level Wrestling. Tap in with me, share content with me. You want to collaborate, hit me up or whatever. And yeah, bro, like any Saturday, Sunday you want to do a stream, just let me know. Sundays is my best days always. Saturdays is good too.
Same.
Um, and yeah, appreciate y'all having me. Have a good wrestling talk. What time does the pay per view come on?
I think that come on 7.
I'm gonna miss it because I'm gonna be at the shit. So, but
Yeah, you could catch it later tonight or some shit.
Yeah.
yeah, appreciate y'all. Good chopping it up, and this was real good, smart
Real
wrestling.
talk.
My
Oh,
man.
throw that in there too. Like a lot of wrestling talk, it don't be smart people, bro. It be niggas
That's so real.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
real.
like just groupies and shit. Like I like this person, so let me argue him to death. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Yeah. Yup.
like a real
Yup.
analytic observational conversation, like from some real just because people are wrestling fans don't mean they know wrestling. Does that make sense?
No, it
It's
makes
true.
absolute sense.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just fanboys, OG. It's fanboys. They get into
Like
fanboys.
they don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a whole psychology to
Or
this
they
shit.
can't or they can't take remove their feelings away from the person. That's what it really is. Like even if I'm a fan of some wrestler, he's my favorite wrestler. I'm still gonna point him out when he's not performing right.
Oh yeah. Yo,
Let's
we
do it. Let's do another. What's the pay per view? That's that one. Is there another pay per view after this main one?
I think it's one of those Saudi Arabia things. I think.
I don't know.
Let's.
I think we're going straight to Mania.
Oh, is it really? Is
I
it
think
straight to
so.
me?
I
All right.
think
So
so.
boom. We got to do. Our proposition is this. I want us to do another stream, but after the result to talk about the results of this. So
Ah,
after
yeah,
this, but
yeah,
before WrestleMania.
yeah.
Let's talk about however it plays out. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Let's talk
We
about
could
the
have.
Elimination Chamber results.
Yeah.
100.
All right, y'all.
All right,
Appreciate
yo. Have a good day.
you. Peace, peace.